Welcome to Let's Get Rural, where we showcase Australia's small towns, the rural communities that are in need of a little bit of a help, and you could be a tree changer and make a difference.
Yeah, we're here to prove that you can have your smashed avocado and still buy a house, apart from what those politicians keep telling you. So make sure you check out the video. I hope you enjoy the video. Let's get into it.
And thanks for watching Let's Get Rural. Hi viewers, I'm Anita.
And I'm Scotty. And today we're in
Wedderburn.
So Anita, where is Wedderburn?
Wedderburn is an awesome little town around about an hour from Bendigo, central Victoria, heading towards the Goldfields of Victoria, and are basically taking the main drag up to Mildura.
Excellent. Well, let's run through the checklist and let's go have a look at this wonderful little town.
What checklist? Uh-oh.
Does it have a school? Yeah, it does actually, and it's P to 12. So, check. Does it have a community centre? Check. Does it have a supermarket? Yup.
Every community has community events, and we're here today setting up for the Wedderburn Detector Jamboree. There's people from all over the country here. Small towns attract many people of interest, and a jamboree for detectors, gold detectors, how cool is that?
Standing in the middle of the street and it's peak hour. Can you see any cars? There's one. But he's not even a local, he's going up to the Murray. So peak hour, no traffic lights, no traffic. Wouldn't that be great in the morning? Oh, who wants to sit in an hour's traffic in the middle of Melbourne when you could sit in no traffic?
So, how did you actually end up in Wedderburn?
We went to a 70th birthday in Charlton.
Which is just up the road?
Which is half an hour up the road, and we found Wedderburn. We had always planned to move out, away from the suburbs. We both grew up in a rural area.
And where were you in the suburbs?
So we were in Cr Gully.
Yep. That's nice and leafy.
Oh, yeah, it was. Very cold in winter. Cold. Yeah, bottom of the Mount Dandenong, so it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Very busy. Very busy. The kids are at schools that have got hundreds of kids, thousands in some of them. And we had both had a small town childhood and wanted to go back to that for the kids.
For the children.
We have a blended family, so we had a big mob together. And we wanted to do that. And we were going to wait till the kids had finished school, and then it was like, just bite the bullet and do it. So we went to this birthday party and found Wedderburn, and then we looked for 2 years because we drove home and went, oh, I don't want to go home.
Wow.
Don't want to go home. The people is what drew us here.
Yeah.
Everybody said hello. Genuine, nice people. Wide streets. And we just kept coming back for 2 years, and eventually we bought something. And my husband worked in Bendigo for 2 years. I didn't work for 6 months while we got resettled. Kids in school, all of those sorts of things. And the biggest benefit has been for the children. Good. Really, the opportunities that have come to them because they're in a regional rural school.
And how old, what age group are they?
So we've got, we've been here for nearly 5 years. So we had a grade 3-ish. We had a year 9 or year 9 and year 10 sort of situation. So the girls have been able to complete high school. One's gone off to the army. The other one's doing VCE this year. And the youngest one's in year 7. The opportunities for them, they were able to do scholarships, they were able to do programs that they couldn't get into in Melbourne because there were too many children. And because we're from a smaller school, like our school has about up to 250 children.
And that's P to 12.
P to 12. They had access to stuff they just couldn't get to. And the enrichment that they have has just been amazing. We've made some wonderful friends. We're not any less busy than what we were in Melbourne, but we do more community minded things.
So you'd volunteer and...
Yeah, absolutely. We so you get involved. There are more genuine people, and you know what? It's that we laughed when we first moved here because we said to the kids, if you do something wrong, someone's going to tell us.
Yeah.
And it so works.
I grew up in a small town, and boy, do I know that one.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm standing here with Denise and Sheila. They're actual tree changes to Wedderburn. So we'll start with Denise. When did you actually move to Wedderburn?
We moved in about 7 years ago. We came from Mildura.
Yeah. And what brought you here?
We lived all our life in Mildura, which is really a long way from Melbourne as you get that little bit older. We were both retiring from work and decided to have a change. So we drove along the Calder, and actually we weren't looking at Wedderburn right from the start, but we stopped in Wedderburn and we found people really friendly. We went to the supermarket and we went up to the information centre.
Great.
Information centre.
So the rest is history.
And the rest is history, and we just love it.
Awesome.
We're on a little property.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it was a real tree change?
We came off a property,
A bigger
but
property.
now my husband's scaled down to just a few sheep and goats.
That's good.
So, yeah.
That's good. And Sheila, when did you come?
In about 89,
Mm-hmm.
and we came from the suburbs of Melbourne,
Mm-hmm.
Croydon area, and my husband was really always into birds, wildlife, that sort of thing, so that's part
good.
of the reason. And we had friends out at Rayola, and we used to visit them and stay overnight, and we thought, oh, you know, we need our own place.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And the rest is history.
Yeah.
And so now you two ladies volunteer in this beautiful space, and I've actually just bought some earrings, locally made earrings, $7.50, but I won't tell anybody that because they look really nice. So you volunteer here, and it's also the museum next door. And
Yes.
so how many volunteers join you of a given day?
We're a little bit
Down.
down.
So we need more volunteers. So we need tree changers to come and help volunteer and create
Yes.
new friendships.
Yeah.
Ladies, thank you very much. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
And
It's
keep us
lovely having
back.
you.
It's
Yeah.
been a pleasure, and I will come back.
Thank
Oh,
you.
good.
Thank you.
So we've got now significant tracts of land surrounding Wedderburn and south of here that you will be able to build on them without too many hassles.
Good.
So, and that was the first thing. And the second thing is we knew we just had to improve the presentation in our towns. Thus this.
Yep.
You know, now and when it's finished, because I mean first impressions are important.
Correct.
You know, so that was in my role as the local council. They were my two fronts of attack. And
Well done.
And just to finish, of all the towns on all the shires that were declining, at the last census, there were two in Victoria that reversed it: Gannawarra and Loddon.
Congratulations.
Only a little bit,
Yeah.
but
It's a start.
it's a start. And we were constantly being told by people like you that demand is not for blocks in the town. Whilst there's some of that, demand is for lifestyle blocks.
Correct.
And this, as you were talking about the other day, Chris, this water pipe will make a massive change to that.
Yeah, it's huge.
It is bloody huge because none of this land had any water.
Yep.
Well, now we're putting in this 18. We worked really hard. We've got 80 million to build a pipeline through all of here. Because I mean, water is essential for your quality of life.
Yes,
I
it
mean,
is.
you know.
So trades and services in the town. What have you got, and what are you looking for?
Well, what the tree changers find and what the older people find is the most important thing they seem to need in trades and services is actually handymen.
We're bringing handymen up from Bendigo, we bring electricians up from Bendigo, we bring plumbers up from Bendigo
Sure. Yep.
to do the work.
So
because
if there was an opportunity for a tradie to set up here,
There's no resident plumber.
there you go.
Now there's 1, 2, 3 guys that are doing trade work, like house renovations, just bits and pieces. They can't keep up. They cannot keep up. That's a great thing, yeah. And of course,
they're the builders.
yeah, oh, exactly that.
I'm here with Chris Garlick from Priority 1 Real Estate. How are you?
Good, thanks. Yourself?
Yeah, excellent, thank you. So you're a real estate agent in Wedderburn. Is there another real estate agent in town, or do you service this all by yourself?
We're the only agent in town, the only local agency around here. So yeah, we've. It's always going to happen.
So Chris, is there a big demand for houses for purchase in Wedderburn?
So currently, we've got 5 families or groups of people that have been pre-screened to go into rental properties. We haven't got any now, so we've got the waiting list. There's properties for sale in town. There's probably a dozen or so properties for
And
sale.
what are they price ranging?
They'll go from anywhere from 120,000 up to 300,000.
Oh.
Generally, you pick up nice brick properties around the 180 mark. The weatherboards, the older weatherboards, you get around the 130,000.
Fantastic. So do you see many tree changes coming through town looking?
It's all tree changes and prospectors.
And prospectors.
So
Well, it's Wedderburn, isn't it? It's gold country.
it's the golden centre of Victoria.
It is,
Yeah.
it is.
So that was Wedderburn, and it's a beautiful little town.
How cool is it? What such a great little place, community spirit, awesome place to bring up a family.
We met some amazing people along the way. We've got some great little interviews there for you to enjoy. I hope you really enjoyed it. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment below if you want us to come to your town too. We just want to make sure that you can afford your house, have your smashed avocado, and buy a house.
Smashed avocado.
Yeah, smashed avocado. You can get it at the cafe. We even checked. We made sure you could get smashed avocado in this town
And
as
you
well.
can buy a house here as
And
well.
you can buy a house. We spoke to Chris, and you saw what the prices were. That's an amazing deal there. You can't even buy an apartment in Melbourne for that kind of price. And up here, you can have a whole house. Now, with the services that we've seen around town, it's an amazing little town, and you should get involved. Make sure you come up and have a look.
Thanks, Goody.
Thanks, Anita. Well, that's a wrap, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure, remember to like, subscribe, and keep commenting below if you want us to come and visit your town. That's the most important part, and we'll check out you. And until next time, we'll see you then.
See you later. See you, Wedderburn.
See you, Wedderburn. Bye.